do, right? She whispered, her voice barely audible. It wasn't really a question. She knew he had. She needed to hear him say it, to make it real, to confirm they weren't both just dreaming the same terrible dream. The silence of the house felt heavy, pressing in on them from all sides. Every creak of the floorboards sounded like a monster's footstep. It was so weird, Leo said, his voice cracking. He sat down at the small kitchen table. It wasn't a person. The way it moved, it was like a puppet with no strings. He tried to describe it, to put the strangeness into words, but the words failed him. How do you describe something that breaks all the rules? A shadow without a person? It was impossible, yet they had both seen it with their own eyes. Maya joined him at the table, clutching her glass of water like a lifeline. Do you think it was a ghost? She asked, the word hanging in the air between them like a puff of smoke. Their friend Rico lived next door. He was the bravest person they knew. He claimed to have watched every scary movie ever made and never gotten scared once. Leo knew they needed him. This was too big, too strange for just the two of them. We have to tell Rico, Leo decided. Tomorrow, first thing, we need a plan. We need to figure out what that thing was. The idea of a plan made him feel a little better. A plan was solid. A plan was something you could hold on to when you were surrounded by spooky, wobbly shadows. It was a small shield against the fear that was creeping into every corner of the house. Maya nodded, a little of her courage returning. What if it comes back tonight? She asked, her eyes darting towards the kitchen window that looked out onto the dark yard. Leo looked too. The yard was still and quiet. But it didn't feel empty anymore. It felt like it was hiding a secret. We'll watch, Leo said, trying to sound braver than he felt. We'll keep watch together. And so they sat, two small figures at a kitchen table in the middle of the night, waiting for a shadow that might never return. Their shared fear a strange and powerful bond in the sleeping house. The next morning, the bright tropical sun chased away the shadows. The world looked normal again. The mango tree was just a tree. The street was just a street. But Leo and Maya knew better. The memory of the night was a cold stone in their stomachs. They found Rico in his yard, trying to teach his dog Bante how to fetch a worn-out tennis ball. Rico was a year older than Leo, and he had an air of confidence that made you believe anything he said. His t-shirt was on inside out, but he wore it like it was the latest fashion. Leo and Maya pulled him aside, their faces serious. They told him everything. They spoke in hushed, urgent whispers, describing the tall, thin shadow, the way it moved, the way it seemed to look at them before disappearing into thin air.